Alright, hey guys, it's Bros TCG back in the video. And with this video, we're bringing a Gladiator Beast deck profile, but this is for the Legend Anthology event that is happening in Master Duel. I think this is a great event that actually lets this deck prosper. And yeah, let's just get started here. So I'm just gonna tell you guys like what cards I kind of dropped out of the main deck that I would normally use, and from the extra deck, and what cards I just put in to fulfill those roles. So the great thing about this event is that there aren't a lot of hand traps. So that just means that Gladiator Beasts are really good. you don't have to worry about them just like negating one of your monster effects, and then you're kind of done for the whole turn. So that's pretty great. I mean, you still have to worry about the one imperm, but that's fine. The odds of them getting that is pretty rare. But anyways, let's just get started here, and I'll explain as I go. So here I have 3 Ondo. Ondo I think is still an integral card to have here. We don't have access to the Link Spider, which sucks, and we only have 1 Rescue Rabbit. But I think having 3 Ondos is great just to be able to search it out, use Unexpected Die to get it out here, and it's still decent Gladiator Beast to have here at 3 copies. And then here we have 3 Test Tigers still, because Test Tiger is great. It's going to be even more important now because it's going to be one of your main ways of going into your Test Panther, so we're still keeping that there. 1 copy of Bestiary, still just a great way to pop Spell or Trap on the field when it's special summon, and yeah, it gives you an easier way to go into Geyseris as well. So I would even recommend, like, if you want to, just add another copy of this card just because it's pretty great. Darius here is also really good. Just being able to summon a Gladiator Beast monster from your grave is really nice here. And then 2 Equests, because Equest just lets you recycle your Gladiator Beast comebacks, which are really important and still are. 1 Rescue Rabbit. When you draw this, it's nice. Just being able, you're going to go into full combo basically with this. And yeah, you just need to hope you draw this because you don't really have a way to search this out. Here we have 1 copy of Adarix. Basically, it's just going to serve the level 5 or higher role. Same thing with Noxious. The great thing about Noxious here is that we're actually going to be able to use this effect that ditches a Gladiator Beast monster from the deck to the grave. We're actually able to use that with Gladiator Beast United. And I'll kind of explain that when we get to it. But 1 copy of Aspasias, because you still just need the level 5 or higher Gladiator Beast monster name. Augustus, still really good. 2 copies here. Raigeki is going to be really strong here just to wipe the board if you end up going second. Mind Control, still taking your opponent's monster without using any summon is really nice. And yeah, it's going to either force a reaction, or you're just going to be able to use this to go into your Test Panther with any of your Glad Beast. Monster Reborn is still really good in this deck. Because obviously, you know, you just really need to get that extra monster out back on the field. And Monster Reborn and World Legacy Succession are going to be great at doing that. 3 Gladiator Proving Ground, because it's going to be a great way of actually searching out your Gladiator Beast monsters. As you can see, there's a lot of targets. 3 Unexpected Die. Same reason I explained, just going to be a great way to get Ondo here. 1 World Legacy Succession, just going to be your Monster Reborn. 3 Gladiator Beast Comeback. A Monster Reborn that's really good. Well, it's like the best card in the deck, just because worst case scenario, you can just get any of your Gladiator Beast monsters and then just attack into your opponent, and then from there you can start to combo a bit. 3 Gladiator Beast Gladiator Rejection, which is important. But basically, your Gladiator Beast monsters can't be targeted, and you're going to get an extra Gladiator Beast monster when a Gladiator Beast monster is special summoned from the main deck. So obviously, this is going to be even more important now. I think 3 copies of it's a must for this event, just because you're going to want to have that extra summon here. And protecting your Gladiator Beast monsters from being targeted is really important. 2 Gladiator Beast United. So I think this card's really interesting. This is one of those cards that I really wanted to test out, and I think it works pretty good for the event. Just being able to fuse during your opponent's or during the battle phase is nice, because not only does that mean that you're able to attack and then fuse during your during the battle phase, but you're actually able to use materials from the grave as fusion materials. So that's a pretty great way of recycling some cards here. And then 1 Imperm. Obviously, Imperm is such a good hand trap here and still worth running. 3 Gladiator Beast Charge. So I always thought this card was decent, and with this event, it's actually pretty good. Being able to target face-up cards in the field up to a number of Gladiator Beast monsters you control with different names, destroy them. So that just means you're going to be able to destroy a lot of cards, and since a lot of the decks in this event aren't that like super competitive, you're going to be able to just pop them and not really have to deal with a lot here. And then 2 Gladiator Beast War Chariot is just another monster negate. So if you get Damatianus out and then have 2 of these or 1 set, then yeah, you're gonna have a few monster negates set up. Alright guys, before I go to the extra deck, if you guys are enjoying the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and check out the Patreon in the description down below. But let's just get started here. So I still run the one copy of Esadari. I think just being able to turn 2 Gladiator Beast monsters, if you have 2 level 4 Gladiator Beast monsters, being able to turn them into Esadari is nice because it just gives you another way into going into Tamer Editor. Geyser is just so good. This card is just really great, just easily to go into, easy to go into. So just being able to go into this with the Bestiary is nice, and then being able to pop 2 cards on the field, even better. And then the fact that you're able to shuffle this back for 2 monsters means that you can just set up a Tamer Editor afterwards, which is nice. Heraclinos, the spell and trap negate's really good. Here I decided to include Nerokius because I thought it would be cool to just actually use the other Gladiator Beast monsters that you normally wouldn't be able to use. You're not going to be summoning it a lot, but it's a Gladiator Beast monster that, you know, can't be destroyed by battle, so he's pretty great. And then he has an Armor Death built-in effect. And not only that, but after the battle phase, you're actually able to special summon 2 Gladiator Beast monsters from your deck. So after you attack with this, you can actually go straight into a Tamer Editor. Then we have Andabata here. If you need to, just be able to summon Andabata. It's a great addition to Tamer Editor, of course. This card is the heart and soul of the deck. You know, you're just going to be able to use this with Gladiator Beast Comeback in order to set up a very difficult to destroy board, especially for this event. 2 Gladiator Beast Damatianus. So Damatianus is your monster negate, and you get to choose the battles using this card. Such a good card. And yeah, even in this event, it's even better. Then here are just generic rank 4 that I decided to include. I thought Diamond Crab was one that I just had, decided to put it here. Always kind of liked it, but if you have another like generic rank 4 that you would want to try, that's definitely worth going for here. Then here I decided to just go for a rank 8, just to have here as another option if I decide to go into it, just because I do have Gladiator Beast, Tamer Editor, and Augustus here, and if I need to go into rank 8 like this, just a great option. If you have another rank 8 that you want to go into, that's great. I just like Aegon, and I don't really want to craft anything else for this event. Just want to use what I have and then alter it a little bit. And Gladiator Beast Dragosis. So there was a time where I didn't run this card, and thankfully that time is over because this card is really good. Being able to turn 2 Gladiator Beast monsters into this is nice because you can just attack, and all of your Gladiator Beast monsters can't be destroyed by battle when they're attacking, and they become Armor Deaths. And not only that, but you're able to turn any 2 Gladiator Beast monsters into into basically like Augustus or Vespasius or whatever you need. And then from this, you're actually able to go into Tamer Editor after attacking with Dragosis. So such a good link to have here. And then 2 Test Panther, because this card is going to be able to search out a Gladiator Beast card from your deck to your hand. But not only that, you're just able to shuffle and then activate another Gladiator Beast effect. So it's an obvious 2 up here. And then 1 Access Go Talker, because yeah, if you need to establish a card that's like if you really need to summon a monster that you think will help break the board a bit and get a pretty high attack, Access Go Talker is an easy one to go into. It's a really strong card here to get. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the deck profile. But make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.